J'espère que vous allez très bien. Je suis aussi très bien par la grâce de Dieu. Continuons avec notre leçon d'aujourd'hui. Oui, c'est présenter. Comment c'est présenter? Welcome to our lesson today as we learn how to introduce oneself. How do you introduce yourself? Last time we learned about greetings in French. I am sure you remember how we greet in French. During the day, we said you can greet one another by saying bonjour as a formal greeting. You can also say to your fellow age mate or relative, salut. Yeah, you wish one another a good afternoon by saying bon après-midi. I am sure you remember that. Yeah, and in the evening, we greet one another by saying bonsoir. Bonsoir. Yeah, you ask one another, how are you? By saying, comment ça va? Comment ça va? How are you? And the answer, if you are doing well, you just say, ça va bien. Ça va bien. Or, I am fine. Ça va bien, merci. I am fine. Thank you. To say goodbye, you just say, au revoir. Au revoir. Bye. À bientôt. See you. Yeah. Now today, let's learn how to introduce. How do we introduce ourselves? Of course, when you are introducing yourself, of course, you start by what? Number one, you start with number one, salutation. Salutation. And we have learned salutation or greeting. You greet people. It will depend, is it the day or evening? If it is the day, bonjour, and the evening, bonsoir. Then number two, you say your name. You say your name. You answer to the question. Which question are you answering to? You answer to the question, comment tu t'appelles? Can you say after me? Comment tu t'appelles? Let me write it for you. Comment say comment. We say, don't say comment, say comment. Yeah, comment tu t'appelles? Comment tu t'appelles? Comment tu t'appelles? Comment tu t'appelles? You answer to this question. Comment tu t'appelles means what? What is your name? Comment tu t'appelles means what is your name? Now you give an answer, réponse. You answer this question by saying, je m'appelle. Can you say after me? Can you repeat after me? Je m'appelle. Je m'appelle. Yeah, and you are done. Je m'appelle. Can you say, je m'appelle? Let me write my name. Je m'appelle Nestor. Je m'appelle Nestor. Say, je m'appelle Nestor. But don't say my name, you say yours. Je m'appelle Nestor. Je m'appelle Nestor. Comment tu t'appelles? What is your name? You say yours by saying, je m'appelle. Then you put your name and you underline it. Okay, everyone? Good. Je m'appelle Nestor. For you, you say, je m'appelle Eric. Yeah. You say your name. You say, je m'appelle, and then you put your name. Then, you answer to this question number three. You remember you are introducing yourself. The question number two was, comment tu t'appelles? What is your name? Now, number three, où est-ce que tu habites? Repeat this after me. Où est-ce que tu habites? Où est-ce que tu habites? Yeah, like this. Où est-ce que Où est-ce que tu habites? 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 This means what? This simply means, où means where do you live? Where do you live? Where do you live? Où est-ce que tu habites? You answer to the question, où est-ce que tu habites? Remember, you are introducing yourself. You have already said your name. Now you say where you live. Où est-ce que tu habites? You answer this question, où est-ce que tu habites, by saying j'habite à. Can you say j'habite à? J'habite à. J'habite à. The answer is j'habite. J'habite à. Yeah. Let me put where I live. Nairobi. You can say j'habite à Nairobi. J'habite à Nairobi. J'habite à Nairobi. J'habite à Nairobi. This means I live in Nairobi. Nairobi. Yeah, I live in Nairobi. J'habite à Nairobi. J'habite à Nairobi. J'habite à Nairobi. Wait, that was number 3. You are answering to the question, where do you live? Où est-ce que tu habites? Où est-ce que tu habites? Answer by saying j'habite à, j'habite à, j'habite à, j'habite à. Okay? J'habite à Nairobi. J'habite à Nairobi. J'habite à Nairobi. Just say j'habite à Nairobi. Okay? Make this E silent and say j'habite à Nairobi. Okay? Wait, j'habite à Nairobi to mean I live in Nairobi. Yeah. Number 4, you can also say what you do or who you are. Je suis un enseignant. I will say je suis un professeur. Je suis un professeur. I'm a professor or a teacher. Je suis un enseignant. I am a teacher. I am a student. Je suis un étudiant. Oui. Voilà un peu d'introduction si tu veux t'introduire. You can also say you can also say your age if you don't mind. Quel est ton âge? Quel âge as-tu? Quel est ton âge? What is your age? Quel âge as-tu? 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 This means what? How old are you? How old are you? Quel âge as-tu? Quel âge as-tu? Remember we did numbers to 100. Yeah. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I have counted up to 20. Yeah, I am sure your age is up to 20 maybe or even above. Yeah. Answering to the question, quel âge as-tu? Quel âge as-tu? Quel âge as-tu? How old are you? You answer this question by saying, in French we use le verbe avoir. Le verbe avoir. Verb to have. In English, of course, we use to be. Yeah. And you say, j'ai. I have. J'ai. Remember we did also le verbe avoir. When we are learning auxiliary verbs, look to our previous videos. Auxiliary verbs, we did to have and to be. Verbe avoir et verbe être. For this avoir, to have, we said j'ai, I have. Tu as, you have. Il a, he has. Elle a, she has. Nous avons, we have. Vous avez, you people have. Ils ont, they have. Male. Elles ont, they have female. And for to be or être, we said je suis, to mean I am. Je suis. Tu es, you are. Il est, he is. Elle est, she is. Nous sommes, we are. Vous êtes, you people are. Ils sont, they are. Elles sont, they are. Female. Now, answering to this question, quel âge as-tu? We use le verbe avoir, the verb to have. You just say j'ai, and you put a number of your age. You put a number of your age, like let's say this to mean 10. Then you add just say nasal, so you say j'ai 10 ans, j'ai 10 ans. Now you do liaison in between this and zan, 10 ans, j'ai 10 ans. This means I have 10, but now in English you say I am. In English you don't say I have 10 years old, but you say I am 10. Okay, I am 10 years old. Okay, yeah. In French you just say j'ai. You use this verbe avoir, verb to have. J'ai 10 ans. J'ai 10 ans. If I have 9 years old, if I am 9 years old, I will say j'ai. How do we say 9, by the way? Do you remember? Yeah, I know you remember. J'ai. This is 9. Then you add what? Just add miaka. Yes. Okay? J'ai 9 ans. 9 ans. J'ai 9 ans. I am 9. Sorry, 9. 9 is 9. Okay? Good. If I have, let's say I am 7 years old. I will say I will still say j'ai 7 ans. 7, this is 7. Then I just add the word say this is 7. Let's say I have 11. I will say 11. 11 ans. Okay? If I am 11 years old, I will say 11 ans. 11 ans. 11 ans. J'ai 11 ans. Or if I have 12, this is 11, this is 7. If I am 12, I say 12. 12 ans. 12 ans. So you make this E silent and you say 12 ans. 12 ans. Okay? 12 ans. You make this E silent, you say 11 ans. By saying I am 11 years old. By saying I am 12 years old, you say 12, which is 12 ans, miaka, years. So you make this E silent and you say 12 ans. 12 ans. J'ai 12 ans. I am 12 years old. If I have maybe 15 15. I will say 15. 15. 15. Then 1. Still make this E silent and say 15. 15. J'ai 15 ans. I am 15 years old. Yeah, I will talk up to there. Today, kindly revise numbers. We did numbers in French. Revise all those numbers from number 0, which is 0, up to number 20, which is 20. Until next time, au revoir, au revoir, à bientôt, see you. Merci.